Storm Track 12 meteorologist Lesto with you here, rolling through our Thursday. We are tracking a strong cold front that's going to be coming into the area as we head on in through this afternoon. I tell you what, it's a warm start for us here in eastern Carolina. Lots of sunshine this morning. I think by noontime we're going to be knocking on that 90-degree door mark. Now that does mean, though, that adds the fuel for the fire for some of these storms as we head on through later this afternoon. Those strong storms are going to be working their way from northwest to southeast. They'll make their way to the coast late tonight, early tomorrow morning, and then we do look for at least the return of the heat and humidity in here as we head on into Saturday and Sunday with seasonable temperatures. That means temperatures seasonal near 90 over the weekend, and hot weather and lots of sunshine coming back into the forecast for us. As I mentioned, we do have the potential for strong and possibly severe storms this afternoon. The main threat we need to alert you to is the potential for the heavy downpours causing poor drainage, flooding, ponding on the roadways. Also, the potential is there for maybe some wind damage with winds in excess of 40 to 50 miles an hour. Not so much concerned about the hail or the tornadic threat here. I'm not really seeing the ingredients in the atmosphere, and I think the potential for flooding and damage is greater than what we're going to be seeing for the potential of tornadoes and hail as we go on through this afternoon. Here's part of the problem, like I said, or some of the reasons for this severe storms possibility. Front coming through Winston-Salem, back through Charlotte, Asheville this morning, but it is the sunshine that we're seeing outside for the morning hours here that will help boost those temperatures up. As I was mentioning, I think we're up near that 90-degree mark by lunchtime, and then that rain-cooled air starts from northwest to southeast as that front comes on through. We'll be dropping back into the lower 80s as the rain-cooled air overtakes the area this evening. Upper 60s, low 70s overnight tonight, holding in the mid-70s at the beaches. And then a northeasterly wind, a little bit more cloud cover in here for tomorrow, especially closer to the coast. That's going to keep things on the cool side. Probably only low 80s at the beaches, maybe mid to upper 80s for further inland spots as Future Track is showing us here. So those southwesterly winds are going to remain a little gusty. Again, lots of sunshine for the morning hours here with those storms this afternoon. Probably not really getting down to the beaches until, say, dinner time or maybe even closer to sunset. They'll taper off as we go overnight tonight. Still some scattered storms east of Highway 17. Temperatures into the 70s. And then tomorrow, again, cooler temperatures at the beaches. Scattered showers and storms around, more cloud cover at the beaches than further inland spots. Dew points, that's the measure of the moisture in the atmosphere. Yeah, it's already in the sultry 70s, so that has got it feeling very tropical out there. And if you remember, this is the same air mass that we've been dealing with the entire week that came pretty much right out of the Caribbean, gave us those heavy downpours Monday and Tuesday. Slightly drier air has moved in for yesterday and to start off this morning, at least at the upper levels. Dew points, though, they still remain on the high side. So we've got that surge of warm air up the eastern seaboard, and another charge of cool Canadian air coming down across the Great Lakes. I mean, these are current temperatures, very comfortable by even fall-like standards across the northern Great Lakes and southern Canada, and that's exactly what is going to set off the clash of the seasons here for us in eastern Carolina. Yesterday, from Maine down through New York and especially Pennsylvania, some wind and some hail damage that we got reported across the region with that front as it made its way on through. And you can see that extended on down into western Virginia and West Virginia. This morning, though, that front is pretty active in and around D.C., Richmond, and going to be headed southbound. It's the tail end of the front that we're going to be concerned with here as we do head on in through later this afternoon and this evening with those showers and thunderstorms coming eastbound here. All this is being propelled by what's going on at the jet stream level, that river in the air up there around 35,000 feet. Take a look. We've got this trough that has dug itself out here across the eastern U.S., but this is actually lifting. And the Bermuda High has flexed in here just a little bit. That's what's creating that southwesterly wind at the low levels and the mid-levels as well. And you'll notice there's a little bit of distance between the upper level ridge coming in off of the Atlantic and where the trough is back here. So that's why the winds aren't all that strong. We're not getting a howling low-level jet in through here. And as a result, I think it's going to be marginal as far as wind damage is concerned for us this afternoon. But the potential is there. Some of the stronger gusts getting mixed out in the downdrafts. As we head on in through tonight, we'll watch that trough make its way off the coast. That'll propel that front off the coast by the time we hit later on Friday going into Saturday. And the upper level ridge out in the central U.S., that starts to flex eastbound. And as a result, we do get a surge of warmth coming in here for the weekend. However, And notice the next trough already starting to dig in across the Great Lakes, and that gives a pretty good full latitude trough in here as we go into the early part of next week, sending that cold air all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico. So another blast of chilly air coming our way to start next week. Or should I say the middle of next week? All right, here's how Future Track plays it out as we go through the day today. Scattered showers and thunderstorms develop north and west of the area late morning, early afternoon, and then they work their way slowly southbound. They do run into the sea breeze front. I think that's what the model is picking up on there from Kenansville to New Bern to Hatteras late this afternoon. And then the second round of storms, these are the ones that could have some punch to them. They come in with the main front itself. Notice how the wind arrows change there from northwest to southeast. And as a result, we are going to be looking at those strong to possibly severe storms holding at least until the coast near around midnight or so. Still maybe some spotty showers early tomorrow morning. Winds go more northeasterly. Drier air comes in. Still think, though, with the front dying out at the beaches, we do have the chance of maybe a spotty shower and a little bit more in the way of cloudiness along the coast tomorrow afternoon. Winds go northeasterly. Inland spots we should dry out and be comfortable for this time of year. As we do head on in through the day on Saturday, isolated storm possible along the sea breeze front. But for the most part, not really expecting a whole lot of convection during the day on Saturday with that dry northeasterly wind. Again, it is going to be hot and humid, so the heat and humidity do come back into full effect as we do head on in through the day on Sunday. All right, tracking the tropics, we are watching very little activity across the central Atlantic. I mean, you can clearly see the Azores, Bermuda highs stretching out in through here, and as a result, not really tracking much action in this area with so much of the dry Saharan dust in here. We can't even get any convection to take place. And what is taking place is these tropical waves come off. Well, they start ingesting that dry air. Let's see, I believe this is tropical wave number 25 or 26 for the season. There's the remnant low pressure system that was tropical depression 2. It's starting to get into more unfavorable environment, not anticipating it to make a comeback or any means, but we'll have to watch. The ghost of it could get off the southeast coast as we head into the middle part of next week. And with the way the jet stream configures itself, that's one thing I am concerned about, that the place to look for trouble in the tropics would be off the southeast coast, like where Arthur developed, with that big trough across the mid-Mississippi Valley that ventilates the southeast coast of the U.S. So if we can get anything in there, that gives me cause for pause. We'll have to see how that works out, though. All right, take a look at your planning forecast as we go in through this weekend. Hot and humid weather is coming back in. Sunday looks to be the hottest day, and then another strong front comes in here late Monday going into Tuesday. Showers and thunderstorms, a pretty good bet. And look at those temperatures. That's what I was talking about for the early part of next week. Definitely taking a nosedive with that cool, refreshing air coming in. All right, have yourself a good Thursday. Again, keep it tuned right here. We'll keep you updated as far as the severe weather alerts are concerned. Check us out on Facebook. Like us on Facebook and Twitter. We'll continue to keep you updated throughout the day. I'm Storm Track 12 meteorologist Les Still.